Welcome to Sage Circle. I'm Amythyst. Today I'm doing an overall general collective read for Archangel Metatron. He has asked me to give a general reading for messages today. So I'm just shuffling some cards. It's actually really hot where I am. The entire state of my country is on a massive fire ban. It's fire ban season anyway, but they've really locked down on the fire bans. There's a fair few fires going around at the moment, and like I've just had a cold shower and I have sweat running off me, like off my back and stuff. It's so bloody hot. So this is not my normal setup. I have to make a makeshift little setup in my bedroom. I've got a lamp on. It's too hot to have the light on. I've got the fan on high, so you might hear the fan spinning. The rest of the house has the air conditioner on, but I can't do this reading with my bedroom door open at this stage. So there's too many people in the house. It's like 107.6 or something Fahrenheit in here, which is like 42 degrees. So got my water, already sculled half of it while setting up. I'm just going to have a drink. Alrighty, so I'm not going to mess about. Archangel Metatron's like, let's do this. So that's what we're going to do. I've pulled out my diploma of angel healing therapy and my advanced diploma of angel healing therapy. I've pulled out my learning stuff, my notes and that I jotted down to read you a bit of information. So without further ado, let's do this. Archangel Metatron, he's here. I'm just going to call him in. Please, Archangel Metatron, can you step in? Oh, he's a big boy. Huge energy. So, first of all, Archangel Metatron is from the keeper of and the nurturer of and from the platinum ray. So you can look up the platinum ray. You might be able to do some light activations and stuff with him in particular. So he's also, Archangel Metatron is a mighty presence in the angelic realm. Huge, right? Mighty presence. Now, Archangel Metatron, his name is a source of debate. There's a couple of other archangels as well that their name is a source of debate, because most of the archangels, their names are of God, or glory of God, for example, or God heals, or let's see what else. So righteousness of God, for example. They're just a couple of other angels, what their names reflect to. But Archangel Metatron in particular doesn't have that association. And I will say out now, he's said to me, I can mention this today, but I'm not, not to go too far on about it. But Archangel Metatron is a twin to Archangel Sandalphon. Now, they were both mortal. They're the only two archangels that were mortal humans. There's a shift in what people think as well. Like some people refer to Sandalphon or Archangel Sandalphon as a male. I've always thought of Archangel Sandalphon as a female. And I do have behind this particular, it says Lord Metatron card, I have a couple of Archangel Sandalphon cards just to pull out just for today, because Metatron said I could, but it's about him, not the twin sister. Sibling rivalry, I suppose. Okay, so Archangel Metatron is intergalactic, is an intergalactic big boy, and that's what I've written in my book here. So basically, he is works with a lot of light workers and stuff that travel from one dimension to another through the spirit ethereal, or through like the galaxies and stuff. And it's the Master Enoch as well. So what have I written here? It basically says that he has huge energy. He's loved by children. There is the Merkaba cube, which I'll talk a bit more about in a minute. And he was a mortal twin. And then, as I've already said, and I've written in brackets here, it's the gang. But Archangel Metatron works with geometry, and he's a patron of children and crystal children. And Metatron's cube is the map of creation. It's the 10 spheres of the Kabbalah, and it's all the tree of life, for example. And he will work with electromagnetic energy, like he may impact electromagnetic energy by his presence. You might see shadow. Sorry, that's my hand moving. I'll stop. Yeah, so also Archangel Metatron will help with personal empowerment and anchoring one's spiritual gifts. That is his main purpose with humans, is to help humans when they are going for an ascension, and to ground down and work through and get into their spiritual gifts. And he's also he's the presence of the light of God and on earth and via ascension. So he will, he's about enlightenment and integrity and honor and empowerment and spiritual gifts. So he will help you if you call him in. I recommend doing a couple of light activations. Just have a look on YouTube or what have you, and find ones that resonate or work with you. You might find a 4-minute one and go, my God, that was amazing. Or you might do a 25-minute one and go, oh my God, that was amazing. So just whatever works for you personally. When I first called him in, I'd obviously had him in my life before, but I didn't, at that time life was different. I was younger or what have you, or learning on the journey. And first time I ever called Archangel Metatron in, I absolutely shat myself, because I didn't say, can you come in with ease, or can you come in what have you. And next minute, boom, he's right there. And I was laying on my back on my bed with my hands like on my front. And I literally, I'm not joking, he's laughing. He's having a bit of a giggle. Yeah. I actually, probably my whole body jumped about 2 inches off the bed, and I said, don't ever come into my space like that again. It was scary. Like I wasn't expecting that, So, yeah, anyway. But you can pray to Archangel Metatron. You can picture the cube, or you can actually have a picture of the cube. You can ask to connect to Archangel Metatron and the sacred geometry of the universe by using your own energetic patterning into a state of balance. So he's really safe to work with. You need to tap into your spirituality though when it comes to that. So also, first card out, guys, is the third eye card I've got here, and it says, I am wise, I am connected to the universe, my life flows gracefully, right? Now basically there's also more than one depiction on what chakra Archangel Metatron works through or with or to or what have you. Some people say crown, some people say third eye. Now the Energy Oracle deck says the 6th chakra, which is a third eye. It says Archangel Metatron. Again, this is not my normal setup, so please excuse the lighting because of the heat. And also, so I've pulled out the third eye card, and I'll give you a bit of information about third eye here right now off my when I did my diploma of chakra healing. So basically, essential oils that you can use with the third eye are sandalwood, rosemary, and frankincense. And crystals associated are lapis lazuli, quartz, and star sapphire. Big piece of quartz here. It's got an incense stain on it. My son gave me that years ago. The colour is indigo or dark purple, depending, and the element is light. And the location is the forehead and the brow, and the symbol is a 2-petal lotus. Now, the third eye, it's about the gift of seeing in and out. It says it sees beyond the physical worlds and brings insights and deeper understanding, intuition. It transcends time and space, and I did mention that about Archangel Metatron. And it's about trusting your intuition. It's about being psychic and seeing an astral plane, seeing auras and all the clairs, clairaudience, clair. So it says light of consciousness shines on its way to manifestation. Archangel Metatron can really, really help you manifest through your spiritual gifts, through your spiritual abilities, right? And it says seeing with soul opposed to physical eyes. Depending on how open and closed your third eye is, determines what level of insight and intuition a person has. It says good self-intuitions allow being able to see the soul of the world, to see the soul properties of the world, okay? So if it's in balance, if your third eye is in balance, you'll have good intuition or your perception, good memory and able to visualize and think symbolically, and good dream recall. If it's deficient, it will bring about insensitivity, poor memory or vision, lack of imagination, denial. If it's in excess, it can help bring about hallucinations or delusions, obsessiveness, difficulty concentrating. The physical manifestations are headaches, migraines, and vision issues, right? The healing practices, it says create visual art, visual stimulation, meditation, colouring and drawing, and art therapy, and guided visualizations. Maybe see if you can do a guided meditation for or with Archangel Metatron. The affirmations associated with the third eye are: I see all things in clarity, I am open to the wisdom within, and I can manifest my visions, right? The lifestyle association with the third eye would be meditation on the regular and visual arts. So feeding the third eye, good things to give to the third eye are chocolate, dark chocolate, organic or raw cacao. Good spices like allspice, cardamom, chili, coriander, cumin, ginger, nutmeg, pepper, and turmeric. Coffee, and then it says in brackets, I've written in moderation. Good fruits are grapes, blueberries, blackberries, figs, and plums. And vegetables are eggplant, purple cabbage, purple kale, and purple potatoes, right? So I'll just quickly give you the the third eye mantra is Om. Now, if you can say that for at least 15 times, Om. And Om will open the third eye. Its third eye is directly in line with the center of the brain. It says Om is the most common mantra and can be used for a variety of meditations. However, it's extremely important to cleanse and heal our own third eye by the way of Om, okay? Third eye chakra is the seat of intuition and life purpose. Chanting Om will break loose the constraints that you have imposed upon self by not listening to your inner wisdom and using it. It's one thing to know what you're supposed to do, but it's another thing to actually follow through. The best way to chant and the best path is through your life purpose and your passion, right? You've got to be balanced. So that was just a quick rundown of the third eye information to do with Metatron. So also Om was the very first sound from memory, I'm pretty sure, from memory, it's like I was there, that was ever documented in the human history on parchment or whatever they did it on. Om is the very, very first sound documented, and that's why it's another symbol for eternity, Om. I've got an Om symbol tattooed on my arm. So I'm just going to have a sip of water. Yes, Archangel Metatron. Right, he's telling me to go on, start with the cards straight off the bat. Yep, we've got some cards here. Let's see what's going to come out. So I'll just move this third eye card over to the side, right? Like I said, the setup's not the best today, guys, but it's the best I could do. It's the highest I could get the stand as well in association with my camera stand. So, okay. I'm just going to go quiet for a minute. I have shuffled everything, but he says do it now. Okay, so Archangel Metatron is saying straight away that a lot of people here are going to be shifting and getting rid of things in their life in the next couple of months, couple of weeks, whatever. It'll be different for everyone, right? Could go on for months for some people, but there's going to be a lot of friends that are going to be culled and a lot of unnecessary mind clutter and debris that's going to be lifted and shifted and shaken and rattled off you because you're going through an ascension. And if you've watched and listened to my last couple of readings, there was about being of the light and stuff. That particular reading was about ascension coming, so this might be a bit of a follow through for that. So Archangel Metatron is saying everybody that watches this reading is just about to hit an ascension or has just started one. Don't be fooled, it's actually happening. And you know what, guys, that actually means me as well. Oh man. So yeah, what he's saying is that people are going to be pulled out of their comfort zones, right? There might be some health issues, something that you've eaten for periods of time, you might no longer crave or want to eat. You think, God, why have I always eaten that? And it could be something yummy or healthy even. You know, you're just going to be having a genuine shift, and you need to work with him and call him in as much as you can to help you with that, because you are going through an ascension, and that's why he is here, to help you with your spiritual gifts and your ascensions, right? The first card says, do what you love. Wow, that's beautiful. Now, I'm just listening. Archangel Metatron saying that sometimes we have people in our lives that, you know, don't want the best for us in certain elements of our life, right? Oh, did that just go really dark? What the hell? The screen's changed. Is that just me? Wow. Anyway, so Archangel Metatron saying it's really important to just do what you love. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Look, you know, Eiffel Tower's here. Maybe somebody's going to be traveling or has plans to travel, and you're not getting the response you want from your loved ones or the people in your life. Archangel Metatron is saying, do what you love, because if you don't, you're going to get sick, you're going to get ill, and you're just going to be living in this bad human situation where you don't need to be, because it's all about self-propel. Like, you've got to actually drive yourself. It's all about your empowerment, right? Do what you love. It could be a course. It could just be rearranging your house somehow. It could be getting a new car. It could be anything, right? It could just be like going on a health kick. Just whatever it is, do what you love. Do what you need to do while you're going for this ascension in particular. Like, you might want to make bone broth. You can still eat bone broth in the summer. You just have it when have it cold, you know. Like, there's so many different things that this card could represent, but he's saying do what you love. Oh yeah, be patient. Yeah, because things take time. When we plant seeds, they need to be watered and nurtured, and it's all about taking the time to actually get through that, right? So be patient, because you will get your results, what you're seeking, but you need to work through this ascension, because like I said, there'll be debris and layers of energy shifting and coming off. And that's how I see it. It's like something that's cracked and all this debris is flying off it, right? Make necessary sacrifice as well. You guys see me randomly pull the cards out. Speaks for itself. Make necessary sacrifices. You have to, because if you don't do it, you're going to suffer from it. And Archangel Metatron, that is his real, genuine message to drive through today. You have to do what's right for you. It says, do what you love. Be patient. You've got to make the necessary sacrifices, because if you don't, you will suffer unwillingly. You don't need to suffer. Ascensions can be absolutely grilling. And he is saying there's a group of us in this pile, this reading or what have you, including me, and he's definitely telling me I'm a part of this. I'm one of the people that are going to cop the ascension quite hard. Archangel Metatron is saying that it's really important that we get through this, because it's actually bringing us to the next level of our spirituality. Now, I don't know what the next level will be for me, but let me tell you, I have gone through layer after layer after level. So it doesn't mean that because I've been doing stuff like this and walking this path since I was 16, doesn't mean that I don't ever ascend, right? And it doesn't mean that if you're new to the block, or you're halfway through, or you've been in it as long as I have with this world, this industry, whatever, it doesn't mean that, you know, it's not going to be easy, right? Or it's going to be easy. Rejuvenate. Yes, rejuvenate. Do what you love. Stay hydrated and eat really well. Archangel Metatron's saying that you really do need to go through the things in your life and go, you know what, you're not serving me, you're not good for me, I don't need you, you don't want me, there's no energy exchange, bang, 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 and getting rid of things. And he's telling me, trust your intuition, right? Go with your gut feeling. I'm wise, I'm connected to the universe, my life flows gracefully. Excellent. So, we've got the Enchanted Map deck. Everything's been shuffled, like I said. I did this all before. Shuffled all the decks and everything, and then when I had a shower. Yeah, I heard you. Where is it? 2? Yeah. Talking away like we're old buds. Okay, so next card says movement. Wow, maybe you're going to be moving. Maybe you're moving away. Maybe you're moving house. Maybe you're moving away for college. Maybe you're just moving in general. Maybe you're bored and you're just seeking movement. Maybe you just want to be on the move. Maybe this is what this is about. Maybe you've got a mobile business, or maybe, I really don't know, because he's very particular with the information he gives. He's not giving me necessarily individual information for people in general. It's just how it is, right? Red balloon. Maybe somebody's one. Have you heard of red balloon before? It's like you can buy raffle tickets and do all sorts of things through there. Maybe somebody's won a holiday. Maybe your life's going to change. Maybe you're going to win a raffle or something. But there's definitely movement. And education. Yes. So, okay. Thank you. Okay, so in relation to this, he is saying move towards the education, move towards your learning. Don't be scared, don't be nervous, don't be shy, because you're just going to hinder the growth process. It's okay to go, oh my gosh, I don't know what's coming next. That's acceptable, that's understandable. But Archangel Metatron is saying he loves you, and he's got you, and he will look after you, and he will give you what you need, but you need to listen to your own heart and your own intuition. And he will guide and nudge you. Okay, energy oracle cards. He will guide and nudge you with what you need to do, but you really need to take those steps. He's going to be pointing you in the right direction with things. You've got to listen to what he's saying, right? And listen to the signs. Trust your intuition, okay? Can I have a couple more? 2, 3 more? Whoa. 3 just flew into my armpit. 4, 5, whatever. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we're going to. The first one says rest and rejuvenation. Hello. Didn't that other card say something to that? Rejuvenate. Woo! he's telling you, this is a double whammy. He is telling you, look, this person's of the light. 19 could be significant newly, or it breaks down to a 1, which is a new beginning, right? Straight from the beginning, right? This is a new phase in your journey. This is going to be insane. Your rewards and your self-sacrifices that you're going to be making through this ascension are going to really plant seeds and pave the way for your future. But you need to rest and rejuvenate when you need it. Really, really drink as much fluid as you can. It says the temple path. Yay! So this is like the education card, right? This is what it's saying to me. Archangel Metatron is saying, yes, most definitely. Follow your temple. Respect your inner temple. It's not just about a temple, as in you might be going to travel a movement towards to visit a temple. There's temples in the city where I live. You know, but Archangel Metatron is saying that you need to follow your path. You need to listen to yourself. You need to go into that safe space. You need to feed your garden, water your garden, and maintain and love your temple path, because it's on the path of enlightenment, right? You need to be empowered. You need to be empowered in your decisions to do with this ascension. It says caring connections. Yeah. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. He is saying that he is going to be putting a couple of people in your life and on your path at this time with this ascension. Okay, look, this person here looks like they're in love. That doesn't have to be a romantic situation. It could just be love in general. Caring connections, right? You might go do a Reiki certificate, or you might, I don't know what you're going to do. See, I can't pop out suggestions and ideas like that like I do with other archangels. This guy's pretty different. It says patience. That is the second time this card's come up, okay? So you really need to heed this message. Things take time. You need to be patient. You need to have faith and trust in Archangel Metatron, okay? Because things don't happen straight away. He has been around for a long time. Remember, this man was mortal, right? And what we need to understand and respect is that if he's saying you need to be patient, it's because he's ascended so far to the point where he is Archangel Metatron, from a mortal man, right? He understands what patience is, and he's asking you just to remain in the light and be patient. Next card says Magician in the mirror. Yeah, look in yourself and look at yourself, look into yourself, and see your layers and things stripping back. You know the choices you need to make. Don't look at yourself in the mirror and be blinded by your intuition. If you're looking at yourself and you say, you know what, even just an internal look, and go, you know what, I wasn't a good person to that person, or I was a bit rude to that person, or I'm not really keeping up my end of the bargain for something, or I'm oversharing, or I'm overtrying, or I'm overcaring. Magician in the mirror. You have the magic to alter what you need to do, but you really need to tune in and tap into Metatron at this time, because again, it's an ascension. Community. Wow. So the other card said caring connections, and this one's come up with community. This is almost like the 3 of Cups, this card, right? So basically, it'll be joyous, okay? You're going to have some really lovely times. It's fruitful. Look, the fruit's in bloom and everything's happening. And he's saying that you really need to remain in the faith that what you're going through, you're not the only person. Seek out people. Maybe you can start an Ascension group on Facebook. Thank you very much. He's just nodded. He's just tapped me. Somebody's actually considered doing this, or somebody has just recently done this. And he's saying, yes, absolutely. That's what you need to be doing. And you can use him as a basis and as the guide, as the spirit guide for that particular group, if you like. Yeah. I've got 2 little mini angel deck cards here, and I have mixed them together because that's one set and this is the other. So yeah, that's really important to use him at this time, to call him in and work with him. And remember to always say thanks. Archangel Metatron is saying that somebody is eating the wrong food. Somebody's eating way too much meat, and it's actually affecting you. And he's actually talking to me because, guys, I don't eat meat, right? I barely eat meat at all. I've gone vegetarian, but I've had a family member here for the last 10 days or so, and we have eaten meat. I've eaten meat every day, and I've been so crook from that. So that is a genuine message to me. But as soon as school here goes back in a couple of days, I'll be back on track. I'll do a fast. Oops, thank you, Spirit. That's flowing out. Tree of Life. Look, guys, I mentioned that earlier, the Tree of Life. It says we're all individual expressions of the same source energy. Embrace your uniqueness. Yay, that's beautiful. I did mention the Tree of Life from the information from my book. Okay, so can I have another one, please? It says here, unite, stay grounded in reality, activate your chakras, radiate love out to the world. Now, even though Archangel Metatron's works specifically with the third eye or the crown, depending on where you seek your information, he actually will align all your chakras in general, right? So you need to do a chakra cleanse. It says compassion. Compassion is unconditional love made manifest. Beautiful. I got a red sparkle on that card. So what he's saying is that be compassionate in your choices. I really think that somebody needs to be making a group up on Facebook or something, or social media somehow, even a blog, but you really need to be interacting with people and getting the messages out to and from, right? I'm just listening to what he's saying. Yeah, okay, he's telling me to talk about the Merkaba now. Okay, so just give me a minute. I don't have anything to sit on the table for this, right? I don't have a Merkaba in the house. So basically, the Merkaba means, there's two meanings. One meaning for the Merkaba is things to ride on, and the other meaning is spirit body or light, or spirit light body, or whatever, okay? It's spirit body light, okay? And the Merkaba is specifically designed to heal and clean the lower energies. It does spin clockwise, and it pushes energy from the inside, from the center outwards, and it's sacred geometry, right? It's a form of sacred geometry, and it forms a star, okay? It is from the second and third dimension, and it's triangles to form the star. So there's 13 points to the star, right? So it's a spinning energy. It's like the matrix template, and it will help you raise higher and higher and higher. It'll help you raise to where you need to be, but you need to work on that. So again, I've taken notes, right? Because I channel. So I've written down there Akashic with an exclamation. Now, again, I know of another angel that is actually right in the depths of the Akashic, but so is Archangel Metatron, okay? So he will get in touch with you. You need to tune in with your feelings and your urges and your impulses and things that are patterns in your immediate life. Tune in, because you need to tune into your feelings. When you're around a certain person or a certain building or a certain place or what have you, what are your feelings? If it's the same feeling where you feel deflated or over externalized or oversensitized, what have you, tune into that and follow your impulses and your urges. He's going to be getting signs and symptoms to you about creativity and stuff, so you really need to tap into that, right? But you can do some really wicked, hell wicked Merkaba activations with Archangel Metatron on YouTube. I've done a few different ones before. Like, I was humming for days, but I resonate at a very different energy to some people. So yeah, that's really cool. He also said to me, I need to reveal this now. So I asked Archangel Metatron, he wanted me to pull out a spirit animal, right? And I shuffled the cards. I was barely just started shuffling them, and boom, what flew out on my lap? The ladybug, which I think is cute, because as you know, I've channeled a ladybug deck before. So just to run over again, ladybug is a representation of protection and fortune and good times ahead and joy. But your message from ladybug is to let go of worry and fear. So if you could incorporate ladybug with Archangel Metatron or Lord Metatron at this time while you're going through this ascension, that would be really helpful for you. So Archangel Metatron is saying that he's going to show you ladybugs, and it could even be the word, or it could be an abbreviation of a word, it could be a different color, it doesn't have to be red, but he's going to be showing that to you as a sign that he's with you at that time, and you really need to tap into your feelings about it at that time, okay? So yeah, this is all about ascension. There's some really grilling things going on here, but you really, really do need to shift through your lifestyle in general. You really need to work on what you need to get rid of. Like I said, there'll be some people on here that get rid of friends, and I understand that. I did that last year. I walked away from a lot of friendships, and it's not because I didn't love my friends or these particular friends. It's because I needed growth, and it's, you know, personal choice. But yeah, so what have we got here? Thank you. So Archangel Metatron is saying chop wood. Yeah, there's different meanings for this card, because I don't necessarily go off what the card says from the book, but he's saying now is the time to hanker down. Now is the time to get your reserves, clean up your spaces, and sort yourself out. Now, it did say about movement and education in the other cards, but it also did say about rest and rejuvenation. So plant your seeds, count your stones, count your pennies, fix up yourself, get prepared, because even though you're just starting to go into the ascension, or you're about to go into the ascension, you've got enough time. You've been pre-warned that you have time to make, to prepare, to get yourself organized, And also, he's telling me right now, there's somebody or a particular group of people might really crave a fruit that mightn't be in season at this time with this ascension. And he's saying he will point you into the right places. Like he might, you might be drawn to go into a little Asian market somewhere that you've never gone into before, that's 2 suburbs over, and you think, oh God, I don't know why I'm going in here, but I'm just going to go have a look, and bang, you're going to see something in there associated with that fruit, and you go, yes, you need to say thank you to him for that, Yin. Yeah, so femininity, and, it doesn't matter what your gender is, you could be genderless, but Archangel Metatron is saying that you need to be a bit maternal with yourself with this ascension. Don't be hard on yourself. This isn't the time to be grilling. This is a time to sit back and let it roll through. Don't push against it, and you have to be patient, okay? Things take time. But yeah, have a bit of self-love here, okay? Maybe it's when you sleep, do some self-love meditations, and milk and honey. Beautiful. So your end reward and result from the end of this ascension is literally going to change your life. And it mightn't even be in a way that people see it on the outside, but you will know mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, right? It says milk and honey. Look at this little elephant. He is having the best time in this bath. He is happy as, right? So we didn't really focus. Sorry about that. So Archangel Metatron's saying, pull out these cards here. So on the back of these particular cards came with the course, the diploma and advanced diploma of angel healing stuff that I've done, and you can only buy them if you've done those courses. So anyway, so I've written on the back, Archangel Michael is about enlightenment and empowerment and integrity and geometry. You might see geometry symbols all around you, right? But yeah, Lord Metatron, empowerment. And then for his twin, Sandalphon, on this card, she's a female, and it's about having faith, okay? And it says trust change, or trust change, and Archangel Metatron's twin. I've written it on the back. Now, I've also put out another card because it's Archangel Sandalphon, but in this card, it's a man. And it says unity, traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. This is the third message this has come up, third, about like-minded people in the community and into what you get into and what you do, right? And again, this is the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Metatron C here is like platinum. So really look into activating some platinum energy into your life and into yourself. Yes, I heard you. Thank you. He's telling me I need to pull a couple of one single words out of these. My mum gave me these, about 10 years ago. She's had the same deck for about 25 years, and I'm not kidding you. And it's just one words, and I don't even know what they're called anymore, but I've had these for so long, and then they'll disappear. I won't see them for 6 months, 2 years, 5 years, and then they'll appear again. It's like, well, hey, yeah, I heard you. I need to pull that one out too. Thanks. Yeah, so, okay, so Archangel Metatron wants you to know that you need to have confidence, that there will be some sensitivity, and I did say that earlier. You need to pay attention to what's going on around you. Are you oversensitive? Are you undersensitive? Right? Leadership, empowerment. Okay, he's about empowerment, leadership. You are the leader of your own vessel. You're the leader of your life. You're the one who can maintain your garden, your temple, what have you. Just remember that, okay? Do something nice for yourself. Reliability. He's saying, yeah, thank you. He's saying you can rely on him, but you need to trust him. If you haven't worked with him before, it's different to the other archangels, and I know this to be true. It's fact for me. So he's saying it's reliable. It's reliable. He's reliable. Your ascension is reliable. You're probably going to feel a bit cuckoo about things, but don't worry. Just be reliable in yourself. Trust your gut feeling and sincerity. Yeah, this ascension is all about sincerity. It's all about being sincere. It's all about the growth that you're going through, and it's about stripping back the layers and things that you don't actually need in your life. But it is going to be quite grilling, honestly. Now, he has told me to pull out my last 2 cards, and they are both Archangel Metatron cards. Now, this is the Dreamer, and it's actually says Archangel Metatron, and I know this to be like the full card, and it says a leap of faith, follow your dreams and unexpected opportunities. Oh man, your life's going to change. My life's going to change. Who knows what's going to happen after this ascension? I've got a gut feeling mine's going to go maybe for about 3 months. That's just my intuition. Again, I'm listening to my intuition. You guys, it could be different. It could be shorter. It could be longer. It could be weeks. Now, this one says a Chariot, Archangel Metatron, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So it says an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower. Now that says to me about, educating yourself in what you need to do in association with this ascension. So I'm just going to have a quick run back through. Now, having said that, I usually associate Archangel Michael with a chariot, but with this particular deck, it's come up as Metatron, but who cares, right? Do what you love. Be patient. Make necessary sacrifices. Educate yourself. Movement. Rejuvenate. Rest and rejuvenation. The temple path. Follow your true north, guys. Caring connections. Have patience. Again, magician in the mirror. You are the magician. Community. Tree of life. Unite. And compassion. And the dreamer, right? You need to do what you have to do for you. You're on the right path. Milk and honey, yin, and chop wood. Everything you are doing, you're doing the right way. You just need to remember that it's going to be a bit grilling for you. And Archangel Metatron is saying, please, 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 look up the Merkaba. Maybe go and buy a little one. You can get ones about the size of a 20-cent piece, for example. You know, and he's saying that he really wants you to know that you are loved and supported, and that you've got your ancestors watching over you with this, but they can't intervene with this one. They have they've had communicated and stuff with Archangel Metatron about this particular ascension, but they can only watch from the side like at this time. So even calling for your ancestors for help with this ascension, all they can do is send waves, literal like waves of love. But you do need to get all your chakras in alignment, guys. You need to work on your chakras, and you need to definitely work with your third eye, and you need to do some platinum activations or light codes and some Merkaba ones as well. And I think you'll be really surprised. I also know that Archangel Metatron does things with people from Lemuria. So I'm Lemurian. So yeah. Whew, heavy energy. Now, the oil, another oil that I've got here is geranium. And it's rose geranium, and it's for the crown chakra in particular, and it's alluring, charming, and protection. And I was gifted this from my niece the other day. It's like a little rollerball, but like I said, it smells so good. There's two different chakras that people can associate with Archangel Metatron. So one is the crown, and one is the third eye. So I hope this is reasonable information for you guys. I don't really know what I've said on here until I watch it back. So much love. Stay out of the heat, or if you're in the snow, stay out of the snow. I'm getting told one more card. Yep. Broken heart. Oh. Okay. Yep. Archangel Metatron's saying, you're going to, a group of you are going to experience some heartbreak from this ascension, and some of you guys, it'll help heal some heartbreak that you just feel like you can't heal that wound. It's there and it just always rips open. It was always a tear. It's not fully healing. Even just could be emotionally, not a physical wound. Archangel Metatron's saying, be aware of this. You will know which category you fall into, right? For me, I don't fall into either of them. This is a specific message for somebody, and the number 9 could be resident for somebody as well. Yeah, I heard you. Thank you. He's saying get another one or two. Oops, that one fell on the floor. Can I have one more as well? Yeah, I see it. Thanks. Let's pick this one up off the floor, right? Okay, so last message is Angel of Balance. Yeah, it's all about balance, and that's what I was saying earlier. You need to, you might lose some good friends. Well, not obviously they wouldn't be good friends, but you might lose a good amount of friends or walk away from certain people that you would never consider even an option of not having them in your life. But you will get the balance from that. Seek the balance that you're looking for. Look, there's pyramids in the background there, so maybe you have an association with Egypt, maybe not, but if you do, you need to pull in your resources for that and work with Isis and a couple of other big boys or big girls from there at this time. And also it's got action, yeah, and that's also like the movement card, and this is yin and yang, right? This is yin and yang, because of the two colors of the horses. So what he's saying is that this is about balance. This is what he's saying. You will get the balance you need, but it's going to be grilling again. Maybe I've got some heartache coming that I haven't even thought of. Or maybe if I dig a little deeper, I'll know exactly what this message is about. I can't, there's nothing on the top of the surface, but I would have a little look in. So yeah. Whew, high energy, far out. Archangel Metatron's energy is hell different to what I would work with. I couldn't work with him every day, and I love you, Archangel Metatron, but geez. So yeah, so again, Archangel Sandalphon, male or female, your choice. Unity and faith, right? You might even have a look into a little bit of a look into them as well and see what you need to do. But be peaceful, be happy, much love. Amethyst from Sage Circle. See ya.